What's up, friends? Welcome to my channel, Collecting is Fun, where I show you that collecting is fun. And in this one, I am going to be reviewing, finally, Heavy Duty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a popular Joe right now. This one and Fireproof or whatever it is, Blowtorch. Yeah, I think it's Blowtorch. Yeah, these two are the new classified figures that'll come out. Now, Heavy Duty is a deluxe figure. I think Blowtorch is like maybe just 24. I don't think he's deluxe. Either way, this one's more sought after than Blowtorch. I'll tell you that right now. And he comes with a whole lot more that is making it worth your while, worth your money. So he's $35. I got mine from Amazon. Now you can get yours from Hasbro Pulse. Is on stock. Excuse me, in stock there. You can also get it from Walmart and Best Buy, but that's going to be a pre-order situation. So if you really want it, go ahead and get it from Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, of course, you're going to get it pretty soon. You order it right now at the time of this video, which is, or the day of this video. Let me see. It's Sunday. So if you do it at this night, you know, you're going to get it like, Tuesday or something like that. But I mean, you might be able to get it the next day. So, I mean, it's that simple. And you're not going to be paying the extra tax and shipping that you would normally pay from Hasbro Pulse. So Amazon would be the place to go to get this quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, I am happy about this because, one, I mean, I didn't really do too much with Heavy Duty, but it's a good looking Joe, and the representation is on point with this one. I do like it. And so, in the packaging, of course, is that nice deluxe packaging, which is thoughtful. I like it, and I know for sure it's not going to have that bio card that I really want all of them to have. This is also pretty heavy. It has some heft to it, but look at that. That looks so cool. All the different things that he has, and I am looking forward to putting this thing together, and we're gonna have some fun. Also, I'm gonna have another bit of fun in this video. I'm gonna have like a ranting point, and I'll put like a marker at the top of the screen to let you know when, so you can just fast forward to the rant or watch the video all and watch the review part and then watch the rant. But it's gonna be a little thing that I'm gonna address that me and this other YouTuber were talking about or conversing about here. And I'll just give you a little hint. I'll tell you who it is. Of course, you'll see it from the marker. But he says that he's played with G.I. Joes, played with them with his friends as a kid, likes seeing them in the stores, and has an affinity for them and collects them right now to this day, but has only watched one episode of G.I. Joe ever. That includes all the other iterations and including, of course, the movie. And he's 41 years old. And also get this, he just recently, I don't know how recent, but he said that he bought the the complete series, and it has plans to watch it finally. Yeah, now listen, this is all fun and games. It's nothing, serious about this. It's all fun. We all do different things for whatever reason. We all have our reasons for collecting what we collect. We all have our moments and reasons why we couldn't watch what we could watch, whatever. Okay, nobody's judging nobody. Okay, it's all just for fun. But I am gonna make some jokes. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get to this part. This is going to be the review portion of it, and we're gonna have some fun with good old Heavy Duty, aka Lamont. What is it? Hold on. Lamont Morris from Chicago. All right, let's have some fun. Yo, okay, we're back. And when I tell you he comes with a lot, man. You got to assemble this thing, right? He got this. At first, I didn't know why he had all this because I was watching somebody else when they did their review, and they didn't put everything together. But now I see why he has all of these, right? And so he has this, and then he has two more down here. He's got this one, he's got another one, he's got another two more of these. So it's 4 or 8 in all of each and every one of these. So we'll see exactly where all that stuff goes. Of course, let's see, he's got this gun here that goes on top of the apparatus, is what somebody else called it, and that's definitely the word I'm going to use at the moment. But look like the barrel a little bit bent, it's plastic, whatever. You can just put that back how it's supposed to be. Cool. There you go. And this goes on top of this whole machine here for shooting. This here, I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to have to look at the package. Of course, they don't give you instructions. You know that's a pet peeve of mine. Give me instructions so I can know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing with this stuff. But that's that. Now, you know the missiles go in here, right? You know that. So there's 8 right there. But then there are some more. There's this big thing here. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It articulates. Of course, you can put it on him like so. And it's just a lot going on with this. It's crazy. There are little holes there, I guess, for maybe, nope, it's not even for this. I got to figure out what this is for. It's not even for this either. It's just holes. So I need to figure out what is going on with this. And that's a lot going on. A lot. Like it's just dude, man. Man portable heavy. Wait a minute. You can't read that. Man portable heavy weapons system. It's just a lot going on, man. And it's got a little computer system in the back there. So he can, type? He can key some stuff in if he needs to. Dude's got a lot going on with this, man. Heavy duty for real. And, yeah, we're going to have some fun with this, man. We're going to see exactly what this is about. Does this even... Yeah, we're going to have to look at the images, man. Seriously, this is... You got to take care of this. But this here, you can put on anybody. That's the cool part. You can have this go for anyone. So we're going to put that down for a minute because we're definitely going to take some time to assemble this. Now let's take a look at some of the other effects that don't include fire. Oh, wait a minute. Then this one too. This is the belt for the magazine, the rounds, whatever you want to call this, the ammunition. Yeah. It's got writing. Let me see. M202 quad burst. Invention number 2 in D minor. D minor. Yeah, I know. Is that joke old yet? Probably not. Here's his little headset, of course, so he doesn't blow his ears out, but you can also use them as, you can say they're Bluetooth earpiece or Bluetooth headphones or something. I don't know. I know I would. Bluetooth headphones, silence, noise canceling, whatever. And then, yeah, well, that's just my thing. And then he has this here where he can, he can target. Oh, yeah, he can target. That's good stuff. And it would be on the left ear, right ear. Yeah, I think it'll be on the right ear. Boom. All right. So there's that. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. I got to put this stuff in different spots here because, Jay's got 2 fists. Yes? 2 fists. Cool. Nothing special about that. Put this over here. And then we have a knife. 2 knives. That can go right there. We'll definitely put 1 right there. And let's not lose or misplace any of this other stuff because there's a lot going on right here. And since it's a lot, we want to make sure we do this in a timely fashion. We've got, let's see. This is a knife. And that's not a knife. This is a knife. No, they're both the same kind of knives. All right, so Crocodile Dundee should be okay with that. So what we're going to do, we're going to put it in him. And then we'll get to looking at Lamont Morris from Chicago. Because that's what I like to do. I like to put the knives in there and keep the knives where they're supposed to be. Because, I'm not going to have these knives elsewhere. It's like, let me go and put the knife on them for this picture. No, you're just going to stay on them at all times when I put you back in the packaging. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's take a look at Lamont's head sculpt. Ooh, he's got that fade, baby. That man's got that good haircut. They cut him good, man. It's faded nicely, too. Give it up for Hasbro. Give it up for Hasbro for giving him the clean fade, the clean goatee. The melanation is popping. He's got the earrings in his ear. Product of his environment, pretty much, with the earrings. I don't like that, but, they did that. He is from Chicago. I don't know, whatever. It could happen. But yeah, there it is. Man, he's got that nice fresh fade like he came from the barbershop. From Mighty Shop. And here we go with the other one with his hat. to the back because you're definitely going to have the hat to the back with what he's got going on with this other stuff here. But Lamont looks good, man. He's jacked out the wazoo. You got to be jacked with a machine like that, carrying that thing around. This dude, apparently he's supposed to be Roblox's cousin. Now, Lamont Morris, a.k.a. Heavy Duty, did not show up until, what, issue 130 or something like that in the comics? But for those of us who have watched the cartoon, he came in the Deke cartoon. And you know that, what Deke is when Sunbow took over. I mean, after Sunbow had it. Sunbow gave G.I. Joe 2 solid seasons. And Sunbow were the same ones that did Transformers G1. And it's a shame we didn't have a crossover at that time while Sunbow was doing both series. But he came in during Deke. And you know Deke. Deke had different color palette. It had different animation style, art style. It had different voice acting. The characters were ridiculously changed somehow. They were goofy because Deke does more kitty stuff. And that's what they did. However, we got something good from that. I mean, he had more stories, and it was pretty good for the most part, even though it was really kiddie. We got that wonderful theme song that sticks with us, that got to get tough. Yo, Joe, got to get tough. Yo, Joe, that's where Deke came in. They gave you that theme song. And that was it. Matter of fact, I introduced my 2-year-old to that, and I got a video of him dancing to it. Got to get tough. Yo, Joe. Got cool stuff. Well, 2-year-old at the time. He's 4 now, but man, he was enjoying that. All right, so here we go. Yes, and he has a good articulation, good split. Look at that. Good articulation, nice sidekick. Beautiful. I like that. And joints are smooth. I appreciate that, Hasbro. Okay, hold on. Wake it up. Oh, wake up. Thank you. Joints are smooth. You can give him a good pose. Look like he's like running. Like, oh, wait a minute. Running from some dogs in Chicago. Oh, that's it right there. He's got that run. Oh, you know. That's cool right there. I like that. I didn't mean to get that pose in it, but that's nice. He's got a watch. What does this watch say? This watch says 73 BPM. You can't see that. But if you can make that out, there it is, 73 BPM. And he's got a bracelet. Okay, so this right here, I got one of these. This is that survival bracelet where you just, if you were to unravel it, it's rope. It's just one long, big rope that you can use to tie stuff, hoist, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I have one of those survival bracelets. It's great stuff. And he's got some grenades right here. So you definitely don't want to pull those pins by accident. That is so nerve-wracking. Carrying grenades like that? Crazy. But look at this man's musculature. It's ridiculous. What's that on the back? Shred head? Yeah. So we'll take his head off and see what he looks like. But here's the articulation. Let's give him a fair shake. Boom. That's it. And then back, that's all you really get. But dude's deltoids are ridiculous. Shoulders are, my goodness, man. Solid good stuff. And that is really it, man. The camo on his pants are nice. I'm definitely going to bring somebody else out here to welcome him to the fold. Bring Sheila out here or Rebecca. I'll probably keep it melanated. I'll just bring Sheila out here, and then I'll bring out my wetsuit dude and good old Sergeant Stalker. That'd be cool. Yeah, this is nice. I like it. All right, and then this, of course, you got the grenades here, and that's it. But, of course, we got to get to the creme de la creme. We got to get to building this thing, because this is, oh, shoot. Got a bull, Samoan, the Brahma bull, whatever you want to call it. I forgot exactly how to say it. Brahma bull for the Rock. Ooh, is that what your head looks like under there? You got a high top under there? Does he? Let's do this. Let's get closer. You got a high top under there? That's clean, man. The melanin is nice. It's popping. They did a great job with this. This is a good looking figure. You got my vote on this one. This is good. Very good. Congratulations. You're doing well with the melanation. The melanated characters. All right, good. That's really nice. So, yeah. And then Heavy Duty also was played by an actor called Adewale. Ooh, I don't know. I'm not going to butcher his last name, but he's been in quite a few movies. He's a talented actor and director, so forth. Matter of fact, I can at least show you what he looks like because he was in the movie Rise of Cobra. And that Rise of Cobra movie has no replay value whatsoever. But yeah, there it is. That guy right there. He's the one who played Heavy Duty. He was the only person in that movie that actually said, "Yo, Joe." Seriously, go watch it again. Watch it if you can. He was the only one that said, "Yo, Joe." And then in that second movie with The Rock playing, I guess, Roadblock, he all he said was, "Give me a heck yeah," or whatever. But he said, "Hell yeah." But yeah, that's what he said. That's what they did. I don't know if they had like an issue where they couldn't say "Yo, Joe." Was it really a G.I. Joe movie? But it was just so stupid. Anyway, okay, so now that we're done with that, let's go ahead and put the other head back on. And we will get him in his full setup to have him look like how he's supposed to look. And when I figure this stuff out, I will definitely instruct you on what to do so you can do it yourself. Let's do this. All right, so here he is. This is the most of it put together. But I want to show you some things because I want to show you how this stuff goes. All right, so these pop right in here, the little pegs. That's all they do is pop right here. And this will pop right in here, or not plug, pop, excuse me, not pop, but plug right in here. And you will just have this go through here, like that. And it's supposed to come out the other end, like this, and just go on like that. It's involved, it is. But you see what I'm talking about. Don't do that. See, now the gun is moving. All right, cool. Boom. So there. Now he looks like he is shooting through this. He's got an ammunition coming from both sides. You can tilt them up, go down. They pop right in here. It's really nice and easy to put them in or take them off. Okay. And then we have, this is supposed to hook there, but I'll get to that in a minute. And you got these where you have the missiles on top of the fire. So that's real simple. Just put it on top. Tip, hole, and boom. And there you go. And so I will complete that later on. But I'm not sure why this has a dip in there. Why there's like a crevice in there. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, we'll get to that later on. So we'll just plug one of these on. Oh, wow. What are we doing? Okay, it's in there. It just didn't snap. Okay, no, it's not. I mean, I need you to snap or something. Let me know we got it. Okay, it's in there. It's crazy. Yeah, you might want to put this stuff on before you do all of that. Now, I want to put this on because this hooks. You see, you got the hook right here, and this part hooked on to it. So if you remember, it was a separate part. This didn't come on it. So it hooks onto this. And then you can just easily just take it off or what have you. And then, of course, you can put his hands on these that move up and down. That's fine. Let's go ahead and hook this on to make it look a little bit more flesh, a little more contained. There you go. Now, wow, fire. Why'd you do that? We in there? We in there? We're in there. All right. Just don't pull it down too hard because you're trying to adjust some things. But that's it. So, yes, you would have to take your time in getting it positioned how you really want it. But now it's up and resting on him. And this, I don't know why it tilts up. What that's about. Maybe it's supposed to be lower. Maybe you can tilt low, make it lower. Okay, hold on. I think that's supposed to rest the guns on it. No, it doesn't have to rest the guns on it. I'm just looking at the picture. Hasbro be cheating sometimes. You're like, man, is this how it's supposed to be? You're cheating. But there it is. It's just supposed to be straight up. And this is supposed to be straight up just like that too. So there you go. There's the side view. And then you just tilt this like that because you got the gun there. You want to make sure everything is straight and flush. Boom. That's him. And boom. Okay. All right, we're going to put the other part on, and then we'll finish it. So I just go ahead and did this, put that on, and let me see if I can do this without any foolishness. Let me put my fingers here so I have to push on everything else, put strain on the whole thing. Boom. Solid. And oh my gosh, sir, heavy duty for real. Man, he was also in the show Renegades. He showed up in Renegades, and that's when they solidified that he was the cousin of Roadblock or what have you. But dang, dude, I don't even have a Roadblock. I kind of want to get Roadblock now so I can have the family dynamic. You know, I'm all about that. So yes, and I know exactly where I can get him. I can get from a local toy store. And let's see. We'll see what the price is, what I'm talking about first. And that's it. He doesn't come with any other guns. He doesn't need any. He's got all the guns. He is the big gun. Crazy. 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 Right? So let's bring out the other ones. We got my newer edition here, Alpine. And I like how everybody is blending in with the background. We've got my favorite sniper, Sheila, getting gilly. And we got Sergeant Stalker, who can be the leader, commanding all of these guys. Now listen, we are on a mission, and good job, soldier. Make sure you point that in the right direction. You know, good stuff. Good stuff. There we go, Sergeant. You just stand right there as you just getting too old for this. No, not Sergeant Stalker. You're not getting too old for this. No, not you, Sarge. There you have it. Beautiful stuff, man. This is cool. So Hasbro is really knocking it out of the park with a lot of these figures. I mean, Alpine's been out for a while, but I was so glad I was able to get him for a good price. She was out. I don't know when she came out, but her and Rebecca, those are the names I gave her. Okay, I gave them. They didn't have names, so I gave them Rebecca. Okay, and then I got my wetsuit dude. That's Jake and the River over there. But anyway, I got her for a low price. I bought two just so I can have Sheila be Sheila all the time and Rebecca give me Rebecca all the time instead of swapping off the heads and the hands. So there you go. Nice low price for both of them. So that was great. Then, of course, you have this where you can put this on instead of this. I mean, it's supposed to cover his eye comfortably. And that's how you got to do it. You just got to finagle it the best way you possibly can to make it look good. But there you go. And I'll just put this on whenever. Now on the box, on the side art, it has one of these heads where he's just screaming. I would like to have one of those, but who knows? It probably would have messed up the teeth. And if that's the case, then thank you so much for just giving us the regular heads. Because I'll take this one and I'll take this one any day. Can I put the headphones on this one? There you go. Boom. So he just chilling, listening to his tunes. We can probably have him kicking his feet up, and he just kicking it. That's what I have him do. This is the kick it mode, and that's the battle mode. I'm ready to go to work mode. As soon as they turn that hat around, that's it. He's ready to go to battle. Beautiful stuff, man. I love it. Yes, that is it, man. That is it for the review portion. I like it. Let me know what you think about this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get into the whole rant deal. It's just a little fun thing. But yeah, I'm going to talk about this for one moment. Okay, so here in this particular video, and you can see it right here at the top right-hand corner, a guy named Reploy Bill. He has some good content, and some good ideas and some stuff he has to talk about. And his channel is more so of a, like he said, a talking head where he's just talking about some things. And he's good stuff sometimes, right? So I appreciate what he's doing. You know, he's a good addition to the toy community and all that. However, he said in this video, as he is covering CoverGirl, he was like, as I told you before, he goes, yeah, I have this, man, and I really enjoy it, but I've never watched more than one episode of G.I. Joe. I'm like, what? How the heck you do that? So he gave a response video with my comments and, you know, addressing how he did it. And he's like, well, you know, I only had one channel back in the day. It was Slim Pickings, not Slim Pickings, but it was like, you know, If you missed it, it was a certain time slot. If you didn't catch it at that time slot, you missed it. There's so many other things to watch, and I didn't go back to it. And I'm like, that don't make no sense, man. How the heck did you do that? Why didn't you go back to it when you have such an affinity for it? Like, what was happening? Like, he even said that he had never watched an episode of Thundercats. Like, okay, fine. I can't, and he explained why. Like, okay, I get that, because his explanation was that he didn't care for anthropomorphic cats. Okay, fine. That's not your deal? Fine. Anthropomorphic animals, whatever. That's not what you're into. So Biker Mice from Mars and all that stuff. Sure. You're probably not going to be into that. He likes turtles, though. But still, I can get that. Fine. If you're not looking for the cat deal or liking that, that's fine. But I don't understand. You are so into G.I. Joe. Why did you not watch that particular show? He's like, yeah, because, I don't know why people see it so weird. Because I just didn't have it or whatever. I didn't have, the luxury, I guess, to watch all of that stuff at the time. And I'm like, nah, man. Listen, I'm from Detroit, okay? Again, this is all fun and games, okay? So don't take this seriously. I'm from Detroit. Back in my day, which is the same day of his, okay? We're around the same age. I had we had 5 hours of cartoons on almost every local channel. We had ABC, NBC, CBS, WGN, which is known as the Chicago channel. And then we also had, if you had cable, USA. All of that stuff was available right there in the 80s. We had so many different things to look at during that time. Yes, of course. However, there's one point that somebody else brought up, that these shows were meant to sell toys. And we should know that from the documentary, if you did watch it on Netflix, the Toys That Made Us and all of that. And everybody should know this, that a large amount of the content that we received back in the 80s were to sell toys. Well, okay, well, if that's the case, then that means it did this job. It sold you on the toys, and you should have had at least a little bit of the cartoon under your belt, other than that one episode that you didn't think that was good enough to continue on after. Probably watch the Deke version. And if it's Deke, I can kind of understand, because, yeah, if you started with Deke, it doesn't hit right like Sumbo does. However, it hit him the opposite way. He played with the toys and didn't care too much about the cartoon. Like, that's crazy and that's weird. Like, I don't get that. But anyway, that's just my small little rant. I don't understand. Tell me what you think about that. What would you say to somebody? They tell you, also, the person, like I said, is from my era. So that means he also gave his age. He said he was 41. He also says that he has the complete series of the G1. Or not G1, but of the original series. Okay. And now he's going to watch it. And I'm like, okay, so was this like a dare? Or something that's just like a weird flex? Like, man, you know what? I'll tell you one thing, man. I've never watched but only one episode of G.I. Joe. I've never watched any of the other iterations. No, not the movie, nothing. Just one episode. Like, is that a flex? Like, what you talking about? Like, was this a Lay's challenge? Like, I bet you can't eat just one. I bet you can't watch only one G.I. Joe episode until you're 42. Is that what that was? Crazy. Let me know what you think about that, because I thought that was weird. Again, all fun and games. You cool, Bill. It's just a weird thing to have something like that happen. Like, you collect the stuff and you didn't watch it. Like, a lot of people say they watched the cartoon. They also read the comics. And they got into the toys afterwards. But that's the thing. They still, after watching whatever or reading the comics, they got into the toys. They still went to the cartoon. They've at least watched more than one episode of the original cartoon. He even said, look, there's a live stream going on YouTube where they're just playing G.I. Joe the entire time, or the whole time, never stop. Like, you mean to tell me that you never not once on break? You never not once while you're sitting in the bathroom doing whatever, or waiting for your car to get serviced or anything like that, put on your phone and let me put on G.I. Joe in the background. You never just done that? Like, I know there's other stuff to watch, but you never just tried to do that? I'm like, dude, it had to be by choice. He's like, I guess it was by choice. Like, no, it was by choice. You chose not to do it. It was some type of dare. You thought it was an accomplishment. Anyway, that's my little rant on that one. So, yes, here we are with, again, beautiful figure, beautiful collection. I recommend this 100%. Go ahead and grab this, because it is absolutely 100% a a good deal. Have fun collecting, everyone, because collecting is fun. Later days. Okay, one last thing. I have this weird scenario, and I've been waiting to bring this figure out, and I just had no reason, I was just looking for a good segue to bring this figure out, to open them. But I just took him out the packaging anyway. But here, check this out. So we have this guy, and as I said, he showed up in the Deke cartoon, and that showed up in 1990. Well, this guy is Apone from Aliens. Wouldn't this guy, and Aliens came out in 1986. Check that out. 1986, and that is when Sunbow stopped. Sunbow went from 1985 to 1986, and then after that, 1990, came Deke. Aliens came out in 1986. And of course, this man died, I believe. What if this is Heavy Duty's father? Apone is his dad. What else? Wouldn't that be a cool situation? Look at him. Hat is to the back. Skin tone is about the same. He's got an affinity for heavy duty equipment. I don't know what all this stuff does. He came with this thing right here. He came with another one of these. He came with 2 of these. I don't know if they're supposed to stick back here or what. I don't know what's going on with this. But I'm doing this right now because I am not going to do a whole video to review this guy. I know nothing about him for real. I got him for the low at Target because the person said, hey, you can take this for 50% off. And it was such an old figure. And I was like, finally, I get to have him. But that's it. So what if this guy is his dad? He was in outer space fighting aliens. And he's like, yeah, man, my dad's an astronaut. And 1986, 1990, he got out of the picture. And now he shows up doing what he's supposed to be doing on Earth instead of being an astronaut. Isn't that kind of cool? Right? It is kind of cool, right? Come on now, you can't tell me that. This is a NECA figure. Look pretty good. And they have the same size, same height. Come on, man. You can't tell me they don't look like relatives. Like it can't be a possible thing. So that's my headcanon. That's his dad. That's his son. And then I'll get Roadblock in there, and then we'll have the cousins, or the cousin be in there, and then there you go. Isn't that something? That's kind of funny. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. Also, part of the rant, I asked him, like, yo, how come you didn't like record the stuff on the VCR? Like, I just didn't think about it. Like, I know me. I know with all those different channels. And look, I don't know. You can say I had a silver spoon in my mouth or whatever, but we had multiple TVs and multiple VCRs. But so I would get at least one VCR working. Like one VCR will record this channel. And then I would have a program to go to another channel or whatever. Or I'll just have it record the entire channel. And then I would do what I would normally do and just flip back and forward to the other channels. Because, you know, back in the day, we didn't need a TV guide. We had an internal radar when this stuff was coming on. We woke up at the right time and we flipped to the right channel to see everything we need to see. And we got the memories and all of that to show for it. And the paraphernalia and all the other stuff and the great just nostalgia. But anyway, like I said, that's the end of the video. Everything was all fun and games. It's all good. We're just having fun here. And last time, collecting is fun, folks. Keep it up.